What's going on, everybody? King of Skippy Eye, and we are playing Axis and Allies 1942 again. I have not looked at what happened, so we shall find out together. Combat move. Yeah, we did lose our carrier, which pretty much was expected. Okay. That bomber did go there. So they're pushing this way. That's actually incredibly interesting that they left that undefended. That's actually not a good idea. I don't know why you would do that, because that's going to allow me to put production there, which is one away from their capital. Unless they're wanting me to take it, and then they would counterattack from West Russia, but then again you'd leave yourself open here, and I don't get that at all. We're going to take it, because it's a bad move, but I don't get it at all. We have 5 infantry, 2 artillery, more meat shield, tank fighter. Now, combat move. What do we do? I think probably going to give them North Africa, but that won't make it, so we'll do that on non-combat. I mean, we're clearly going to take this if they are going to willingly give it. I really don't get that. They were actually in a good position. That's really strange. Kind of harping on it, but that's just odd. I really don't think there's a whole lot else to do. We can't attack West Russia. There's too much there. We don't have enough material. Can't really do anything about the British fleet because we messed that up. Let's focus a little bit on the audio and the sounds. I wasn't really paying attention. We didn't really have a good first turn. I'm trying to pay attention and make better decisions instead of thinking about how the microphone sounds. But I do think that's it. I don't really think there's a whole lot more to do there. See how we do. That will work. Excellent. Okay. We're going to land you there, actually. You there. Okay. Move an infantry there so they can't take that without a fight. Slow march our infantry forward. Let's see. 2, artillery. And then... Okay. I still don't understand what what our opponent is trying to do here. Because they could pin up Japan, which is fine. That's a fair strategy, but they're not going to pin up Japan in time to save their capital. I mean, that's 4 troops a turn, that's 2 troops a turn, and then there's 1 space between 10 troops a turn. That actually saved us from our move on the first turn. But that is it. Pretty good move. We'll see what they do as the British. I'm going to assume they're going to try and sweep through Indochina and kind of bottle up Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if they land there and try to take Borneo, but we will see. What to do as Japan? Oh. Kind of assumed that was coming. It's been like 5 seconds watching the video, but it's been 24 hours for me, so go back and see. Okay. Well, if they're gonna just commit to this, trying to do, you can't kill both at the same time. You have to pick one. So if they're gonna do both, we're gonna lean into that. They're focusing their fleet in the Atlantic as the Americans too, so they did take the East Indies, which kind of expected, really. Another transport cruiser. We don't need tanks, really. Don't need to move super fast here. Let's see. I don't know if this is actually worth it to push units here. This would be 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. Yeah, it's not. It's really not. We have the units to hold here, which we're gonna do. I think for right now, that's actually all we do. Is Japan, combat-wise, anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. Terrible dice. Lucky we're only against 1 person. Or 1 unit. Okay. Now we have to get... What do we want to do here? Get our bomber back. Okay. We're gonna move 1. Okay. That's the one we want. And we want 3. definitely want the loaded one, which I believe that is the loaded one. Yes, it is. They're gonna need escorts. I don't know. That's one cruiser. Yeah, they can probably do that. Okay, we'll leave the destroyer here with this transport. I think that's it. That looks pretty good. So we have the loaded transport ready. Reinforcements at India. Let's kind of close that line off. We now almost have a connection between our two factions. So yeah, it's about as good as I imagined it was going to get with Japan. If we can keep our transports alive, we won't have to buy anymore. So the goal here is not really to take India, it's to bottle India up until we can link here. But that is it for the Japanese turn. I would imagine on the American turn, they're going to deploy their reinforcements here or take Northwest Europe, which is kind of what we want, because we have enough air power that we can take it back. And we may have enough air power to take Russia. There's 6 infantry, so that's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we might actually take Russia depending on what they deploy and if they attack. And then if they do start to divert forces up, we can land our units here to slow them down on a turn. Put a little more pressure. All in all, good move. Let's see what they do.
Okay. All right. Well, I see why that was left that way. Okay. Germany turn 3. Did not go particularly well at all in any way whatsoever. Probably lost the game, actually. They counterattacked there. They took this territory. And they took France. This is probably game. If you haven't known up to this point, I am not the best at this game. We'll see what we can do for our German turn. Could take West Russia, but they would just take it back. It's probably about the best we can do there. And what to do for the combat move? There's not really a whole lot to do, actually. Let's just say we wanted to. What could we get here? That's 12, that's 5, 6, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. It's not really enough. Could get, I don't know, we might do that actually with those troops. I knew that was a good idea. Clearly was not a good idea, but I'm gonna say it was. And we'll do that. We're gonna pull these troops back, I think. They have 3 and 2. We really need to attack France, but we don't have troops. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're going to lose this game, but that's about all we can do. bombardment would be really nice to get a hit. Of course, we don't. Air defense, nice. Okay. Low rolls here. Yeah, it's not good at all. We're gonna go again though. Okay, we almost have them, so they were committed to this at this point. And that commitment does not pay off at all. Can't take the territory, so we're not going to risk the fighters. We did more damage than we received, but they can afford to lose more at the moment. Of course, I expect a 2. Take 5. Now I expect a 2. 5 again. Those rolls would have been nice on the other one. Okay, so we lost 46. We lost 6 tanks, which is a problem. Because we're going to need punching power to take Russia, because they have 12 infantry there, so we're going to protect Germany big time. We'll move 2 to Karelia and then 1 there, because we're going to push these troops up. Move our destroyer sub. And we're going to push almost all our troops into Ukraine. And let's see. I'm going to pull all these guys back. That'd be 5 and 1. We're actually going to split here. We're not going to put those troops in West Russia because they probably just get killed on Russia's next turn. And we're going to need... Okay, beef up the rolls. You there, you there. Okay, so it's looking like the only way we win at this point is we have to take all our material on this half of Europe and push it into Russia, try to get good rolls, and then we have to put all of our material on the left half of Europe, holding back the Allies. So we have to take Russia next turn or turn after. And we can't really do the turtle strategy with Japan anymore. We're going to have to probably start suiciding units through China into the Caucasus region. But that is it for the German turn. It's not looking particularly great.
Alright. Japan turn 3. And I believe we are doomed. Britain didn't really do much. They put some reinforcements in France and moved their fleet. Where did they move their fleet? Don't care about that. Alright, let's... We can't do anything about Europe at the moment. But I'm gonna look. That's 3, 3, 6. That's really 9 and 4. And fighters and we use that. Question is, we're gonna have to use this to hold them back. Do we have enough over here? Maybe. Maybe we bait them into... I'm focusing on the wrong thing. What are we doing in Japan here? Probably can't take India. Definitely can't take India. Could
probably get rid of the American fleet if we wanted to. But do we want to? Don't know. There's nothing substantial we can do. Well, no, not really. Could sacrifice this transport and try to choke Iran, but probably lose an infantry, maybe both, so that's probably not a good idea. We'd have to get perfect ice. Could sacrifice some fighters and take this. I don't think we're gonna do that either. I think that's what we'll do. It's really about the only thing that makes sense. So we're gonna have to non-combat move these guys away from me. We're gonna have to give this up, I think. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot great out. We could get rid of this 4 infantry, but that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 turns before they'd make a difference, and by that point it's too late, I think. So I think that's it. That's all we're gonna do. There's no combat. I'm gonna leave that fleet for now. Forward here. Take these 2. Push them up. Fighter. Move everybody out of here. Leave an infantry there. Battleship back up. And put him here. Deploy at the same spot. I think that'll do it. Still really not looking good. We'll see what we can do on the German turn.